Carlos. But does these kind of games give you confidence?
Yeah, they definitely should. You know, we fought right down to the very end. You know, we came right back into the game when pretty much everyone thought the game was over. And credit to the lower half. You know, the guys really put it in their hands today and, you know, took responsibility. Yeah, top knot by Carlos. Is an outstanding knot. It gave us a chance. You know, it gave us hope. Just unfortunate at the very end that we weren't able to get over the line.
Jason, just perhaps give us some context to the whole scenario there. It just seemed to be a match of so many ebbs and flows. I mean, what was going through your mind, I guess, when there was that collapse in the middle order, but then you had Carlos, and what was it like in the dressing room?
Yeah, we were all hopeful at the very end, you know. As I said before, you know, we were way behind the 8 ball in the middle overs. I think when Carlos came to bat, he had more than 20 overs to bat, you know, in a situation for him just to knuckle down and get a partnership. And credit to Kimar. I thought they put on a really good partnership. I think it was 80 odd. You know, Rich really brought us back into the game. And then obviously Carlos and Sheldon, and then Carlos and O'Shane. You know, these kind of things, it really gives us a lot of hope, you know, and they obviously make us very, very proud to know that the guys can fight very, very hard down to the end. Yeah, just a little disappointing, obviously not being able to cross the line after coming so close, but, you know, I'm proud of the guys.
Jason, is there any kind of pressure living up to your glorious past every time a West Indies team takes field?
No pressure.
Jason, today was the anniversary of the Windrush 71 years ago. Were the team aware of that at all? And do you feel even subconsciously perhaps you drew upon that in some way, the fortitude that you showed today?
Oh, well, I didn't know of it personally, and I'm not sure if any other guys knew it as well. But look, I think if you just look back on the game of cricket, we can all pinpoint 1 or 2 areas, you know, that we can definitely touch upon. You know, but I thought the guys played a really good game of cricket. You know, it was an outstanding game of cricket by both teams, and you know, something we just want to keep doing. You know, we just need to be a little bit more consistent in what we're doing. But you know, as I said before, I'm really, really proud of the way the guys fought.
A lot of people watching the game will be saying that, you know, last ball of the penultimate over, just push a single there rather than go for it. Is that just what you get with Carlos, the rough with the smooth, with that kind of attitude that can go and do amazing things, and then something that
we wouldn't have gone down to the penultimate over if it wasn't for Carlos as well. You know, he's been playing, you know, excellently well up to that point. It's just one of those things.
Skip, with the bowling, after 2 wickets in the first over, were you disappointed you weren't able to disrupt New Zealand more, Williamson and Taylor?
To restrict New Zealand for 290, I would think was a really good effort for the bowlers. I thought the pitch was a really, really flat pitch. You know, they didn't really offer much assistance for the faster bowlers, didn't have much seam. And, you know, it showed both teams, you know, played really well in the game. You know, both teams lost wickets, probably in clusters. And, you know, it's a situation where when you had to rebuild, you had to dig a little deeper to get your side back into the game. And, you know, just something that we just probably need to touch upon is our fielding. You know, we drop a crucial chance in the very end. But, look, you can sit here and say lots of things, you know, in hindsight. You know, but I'm just proud of the guys. They really played.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. After such a good start, when Gale and Hetmeyer were batting, I think you lost 5 wickets, 22 runs. How bad was that for the team?
Yeah, we let ourselves down in the middle, no doubt. Yeah, we were always up with the run rate. It wasn't a case where we needed to keep going per se. You know, we just needed to keep our wickets intact. You know, set it up and lay a really good foundation. And you know, we weren't able to do that in the middle overs. But look, we fought that well, you know, and Carlos and the other guys at the lower half, it really gave us a chance. But yeah, you look, as I said, you can look back and, you know, pinpoint 1 or 2 areas in a cricket game when you lose a cricket game. But, you know, having said that, you know, I still think we played a really good game.
Jason, just on Carlos, he's ever since that Kolkata innings, he's had that pressure to live up to that reputation. He has struggled to do that. What, you know him well, what kind of, does he feel it? What kind of work has he put in to, you know, to come out of that?
Yeah, his work ethic is really good. You know, he's not one to shy away from his responsibilities, and, you know, he puts in a really good effort. into his preparation, and that's one thing that I credit him for. The knock they played today is not surprising to me. I guess everybody could sit here and agree that we would love to see it a little bit more often. But that's the general feeling within the group, and with the entire group, sorry. And as a team, I just think we just need to be a lot more consistent. But yeah, seeing Carlos play the way he did today doesn't really surprise me. It's just a matter for us just to bring it together a little bit more often.
And just if this kind of defeat, when it comes so close, is there like a series of what ifs with you? What if we could have batted a little bit smarter? What if we would, like, our fitness might have been, unfortunately not let you down in this game? I mean,
I'm sure if New Zealand lost again, there would be a lot of what if with them too. Even although they won the game, probably still a few what ifs. You can sit here in hindsight and say what if, but at the end of the day, that's just the way the game is played.
Trent, you've taken some impressive catches for New Zealand in your time. What were you thinking when you saw that final hit from Brathwaite coming towards you?
Yeah, pressure situation, I guess. Initially, I thought it was going to be quite a way inside the rope, but yeah, almost travelled for 6 in the end. But nice to snaffle it, and yeah, what a game! As simple as that, really.
Trent, perhaps just take us through the bowling performance and I guess the ebb and flow of that innings, because Brathwaite, I mean, it's pretty extraordinary stuff, but just how did you approach it, particularly towards the end, with some pretty tough times in the death bowling?
Yeah, well, to push to the start first, I reckon, came out and put a bit of pressure on them. Nice to get a couple of wickets early. It's always our focus, really. But the way Chris batted, he's done it many times, and a couple of drop catches which were disappointing. But yeah, no, they were coming at us there for a stage. So yeah, it was great to see the bowlers come back in those middle periods and pull it back a little bit. And I thought we were in obviously a very good position. But for Carlos to come out and do that as cleanly as he did, yeah, pure hitting. It was, I'm going to say it was pretty cool to watch. But yeah, no, great game, great for the tournament, and there's a good crowd out there as well. So it was, yeah, good for them as well.
Trent at 245 for 9. Bit of complacency crept in, or it was just Brathwaite was too good?
Yeah, I think the death bowling is always a challenge. It's quite hard when you got someone hitting it as cleanly as he was there. But yeah, no, I don't think there's any complacency. I think there's a lot of credit due to Carlos. For Carlos to come out and do what he did and put a lot of pressure on us, it was yeah, pretty exceptional. But yeah, great 100. But to come that close and be on the right side of it is, of course, a very good feeling.
Trent, perhaps a reflection too, sitting in the dressing shed or in the dugout, and you got 2 wickets down in that first over. A thought on Kane's innings and I guess the support he had from Ross. How did that, I guess, ease tension? Yeah,
I thought it was classy, to be honest. It's what they've done many times for us, time and time again, and just to absorb the pressure there, especially Kane and backed up nicely with Ross. Kane got the rewards in terms of a big innings under his belt, but it was big for us to set that platform, get us that chance to push to a good score. I think the wicket probably wasn't as good as what we thought it was going to be, but yeah, 290 was pretty positive total in our opinion. So yeah, great game. You can't judge the wicket until both teams get on it, but 600 odd runs out there was pretty cool.
Trent, when you look back over the tournament as a whole, it's been a bit of a roller coaster when you think Bangladesh, South Africa, and today. Real heart-jerker to watch, I'm sure, for people back home. A, what's it like to play, and then B, what's it like? How do you feel when you sit here now, having come through that and you're unbeaten? Yeah, no, it's been special, to be honest. It's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster sitting there with the pads on at times, and then being under the pump there with the ball. It's what it's all about. It's awesome to be a part of it, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of proud Kiwis back home diving into their poached eggs, watching a result like that, and be pretty proud. So nice to be on the right side of it, of course, but it's nice to be put under pressure like that with both facets of the game there, and I'm sure that will give us a little bit of confidence moving hopefully deeper into the tournament.
Trent, congratulations.
Thanks.
A word on your own bowling, 4 for 30 today off 10, finally some wickets for you. You happy about that, and sort of did you change anything today, or was that just the way it came out?
Nah, I'm almost 30 now, so I'm getting on a bit, so I've played enough cricket to understand that it comes around when it comes around, I suppose. So yeah, I feel like I've been contributing to the rest of the group in terms of building pressure in certain ways, but yeah, of course, nice to get a couple myself today. But I think the way that Lockie's been coming in with the middle there, bowling a lot of speed, a lot of pace, and doing what he's been doing, it's been awesome to watch. So nice for the bowling unit to stick there together and get the job done just.
Trent, when as a team you've had the kind of over that the 48th over was, it throws everything into disarray. What's the best practice to keep it in check? What did you guys do to have your minds clear, and what was the plan for that 49th over?
Sorry, what are we talking about? Death bowling?
Yeah, the 48th over where, like 3 sixes are hit and all of a sudden you are, from a winning position, you are actually looking at...
Yep, I get it. Big ground. I think if we could take it to the other end and make him hit big shots into the bigger side was probably the simple message. For Nish to come in, just bowl one over there, and under a bit of a pressure cooker, I thought he did very well. He took pace off the ball, and I thought Carlos was going to tap one and then look to take 5 off the last over, but he looked for the big one. But yeah, no, great game. I'm sure he'll be hurting, but no, I think a lot of credit's due to him, and for getting them in a pretty good position.
What did he tell you? What did Carlos tell you at the end? It seemed like he was like, did it have to be you or something?
I can't remember. No, I don't know. I don't think he said that.
Yeah, more along the same lines actually, Trent, just the fact you had that almost leadership group there and those final throws, just are you able to divulge anything that you mentioned there at stage, what advice you were giving each other? And I guess with
I think in these tournaments you're obviously doing a lot of talking, a lot of ideas are being bounced around, and guys that play at certain grounds and have different ideas, of course. So in my opinion, it's nice to keep it very clear and practice what you preach in terms of what you've been training. And I think Matt's been training Yorkers very well, and he looked to go into the wicket there a little bit more. So you just bounce ideas around like that. But I think the clearer you are, it seems to be a little bit easier. And I think Nish was very clear, and he got the result done. And that was good.
Who was going to bowl the last over if it went to the 50th?
I don't know. It wasn't me. That's all I know.
There was like for long periods there were partnerships and then wickets fell in clutches for both sides. What was it about the conditions today, or was it just one of those things?
I think one of those things. Like I said, the wicket was not as good as what we thought, I think. But yeah, maybe one of those grounds where wickets do fall in clumps. But we thought that if we put a lot of pressure on them, expose the one wicket, then hopefully that we could get kind of 1 or 2 in a group there. And it worked nicely in the middle overs, but they absorbed a lot of pressure that we put on them for those kind of late 30 overs, early 40s. And it shows you if you take it deep, you can put your side in a very good position. So great game, came down to the wire, and brilliant to be on the right side.
Thanks so much, guys. Thanks, Trent.
Thanks, guys.